Hey guys, what's going on? It's Lefty from 643 Productions back again with another video commentary. And I'm going to prime you guys a little bit for tonight's episode of The Lefty Show. That's the show I do 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, which would make it 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I believe 1 a.m. in Europe. Or at least 1 a.m. in Greenwich Mean Time, and then if you're elsewhere in Europe, you can figure out from Greenwich Mean Time. 1 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. The Lefty Show, the 10th episode, and perhaps the last episode. We'll get to that in a bit. But we have been at the Lefty Show for 10 weeks. Calendar-wise, from beginning to now, it's been more than 10 weeks, but we've had 10 episodes of weekly episodes, so we've been at it for 10 weeks. 10 weeks we've done the Lefty Show, and this will be our 10th episode, and we have an action-packed show for you guys tonight. It is going to be, hopefully going to be, set the benchmark even higher than last week, which was higher than the week previous, etc., etc., etc. It's been growing, and I couldn't be happier with it. Hutch will be on the show. Hutch is, as we both have done videos, we are all in with Hutch, and Hutch is all in with us, and that is part of the reason why this will perhaps be the last Lefty Show. I was serious about rebranding it, and I think we've got enough people around, and with Hutch and Chiz and Katie doing what they do, I wouldn't feel right still calling it the Lefty Show. So this is probably the last one, and then we are going to look to rebrand as quickly as possible, and a lot of great things come along with that. We'd be on Podbean and iTunes accessibility, all that great stuff. But tonight we got a great show, a lot of topics. We don't want to run away from covering gaming topics, but we don't want to pigeonhole ourselves in just being a gaming podcast, in that we better find gaming topics to talk about. However, this week, there's a ton of gaming news. I'm sure Hutch is going to want to talk about Crysis 3 and extol its virtues, and then Chiz and I are probably definitely going to give him crap about refusing to play on PC. And so there's going to be some Crysis 3 as well as PC gaming talk, and the PlayStation 4 reveal kind of reveal, because you never really saw the console, which, okay. But I think that might be a little bit cause for concern. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Because they're like, hey, here's the PS4, and it's like, okay, when's it coming out? Well, later this year. It's like, okay, can we see it? Slow your roll on that one. I'm a little bit worried by that, as you all should be worried. Just like when a game kind of refuses to show you anything but pre-rendered trailers, and they're like, hey, can we see actual gameplay? And the developers are like, maybe a hands-off demo. Like, what? Really? Come on. So that's where I'm coming from, at least. I don't know what Hutch and Chiz and Katie are going to say, but there's going to be a lot of topics. We're going to center the show around those topics, and anything else that comes up. Again, we strive to be informative and entertaining, and perhaps provide you guys with a laugh or surprise along the way. And there's going to be a lot more to come from that, and some segments, listener, viewer-driven segments, the return of a segment. You guys decide what we talk about via Twitter. # Lefty Show. A lot of things going on. We're going to turn this. We're driving forward more towards that polished, produced feel that I want. And Hutch has been a great driving force. Again, he's going to be on the show tonight, as he will be for the foreseeable future, unless he says, hey, I'm doing stuff, which means he's just like a regular host, because we're going to be rebranding, because this might be, to reiterate, the last Lefty Show. And on that note, if this is indeed the case, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Katie, most of all, because she was the one that was, I think it was like 11 o'clock at night, and I was like, you know what? I've always wanted to start a podcast. Let's just do one right now. And she was like, okay. And I quick did some shitty graphics in Sony Vegas, and I put it on, and we did a show. And it was bad. The show was still bad. I mean, it's better than it was, but it was bad. But I want to thank her for being there literally from the beginning, and providing, sort of like a backstop, and, encouraging me to do it. And I was kind of hesitant at first. I was like, I don't know if I really want to, because I thought about it, because I'm that kind of guy where I'm impulsive, and I'm like, oh, I want to do this. And I'm like, maybe I don't want to anymore. And she was like, no, let's do it. And, come on. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so she is as much, she's a lot bigger she has a lot bigger responsibility or role in the genesis of the Lefty show than I think she herself may think. So thank you to Katie, and thank you to all of you guys that have turned what was a dream of me for a long time in the YouTube business into something. I mean, this is our 10th episode, and we're being posted up. Hutch is posted up, and it's a great. It's coming into its own, and you guys are to thank for that, and thank you for helping turn this dream into reality. And I don't know where it's going to go. We're going to rebrand it. It's probably for only a little while longer going to be the Lefty Show, but it's been a great run for the Lefty Show, and I look forward to great things from That's Not Why You Called, the podcast featuring myself, Chiz, Katie is our producer, and of course, as always, Hutch. But anyway, guys, that's my time. I got to get out of here. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to drop a like on this video if you did enjoy. Remember, likes, favorites, comments, and shares via Facebook and Twitter do help me out. Also, there's a link to the upcoming Lefty Show in the description. Once I schedule the live stream, there will be a link right there. You can go check it out. 7 p.m., again, Central Standard Time right here, 9 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, 1 a.m. in Greenwich Mean Time. And if you're elsewhere in Europe, you can figure it out from there. Thank you guys for joining. I hope you enjoyed. I am out.